Welcome to Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, and while it is indeed home to the 2021 Super Bowl champion Buccaneers, it is also the home field for the USF Bulls and the clash that we have in store today. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Bulls will put total weather to crank us up. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Clemson's offense will get the first swing of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got him downfield. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll give it on the counter. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
6th play of the drive coming up. They'll run play action. The quick out. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got a man, it's Williams. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So the USF Bulls offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. And it's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. Got his man down the middle. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So, obviously, to do it on this stage will go a long way to determining whether this team gets in the playoffs.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Finds his man. It's Staley. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself opening. Nice job between those two.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a threat.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Finds the tight end. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick setting up 4th.
Oh, there's the ball. And the defense has got it in there trying to pick up some yards.
Man, you had the first down. You had it in your grasp. All you got to do is take care of the football, secure the football. You're trying to do everything you can to reach for it, scratch for it, claw for it, and then secure it. Don't lose it. Don't put it on the ground. Bad job by the offense securing the football.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
They're going to run it. Powers through the defender. Just flicking away defenders. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They're going to ride this running back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5.
He's going for it all. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Running it back, it's Staley. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. With jet sweep pass. Still on his feet at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his feet. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Offense in an empty set. Still looking on the move. Fires downfield. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Florida. Lining up to add another. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
This offense set up with a 2nd and short. Reads it, fires complete. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Williams.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
At the 45, on his way. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years. Clemson was sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
Off play action. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Clemson will send the punt team out.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Bulls will punt this one away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them to football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Got his man on the outside. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Tigers! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable with that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Feeling some heat. Usually see better timing between this senior quarterback and his receivers. That one well behind him.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Brown wants to pass. It's complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He'll just keep slinging it. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Makes the catch past the sticks. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down here for the offense. Brown will throw it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. It's good. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. A little over 20 seconds to play in the half as they take it on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Running toward the tape. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
How many ways can I get to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Brown wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He got it. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Raymond James Stadium.
The Tigers will line up to kick off and start the second half. Ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and they're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The sure hands, it's Staley. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. And the Bulls are marching down the field. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Now the play fake. With the catch, it's Staley. At the 20, he's got space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And the ball is picked off. Lowers those pads. Refuses to go down. Keeps those legs churning. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. They'll give it to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Got it behind the line. It's Williams. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Open space at the 25. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Clemson is quick to the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Caught on the outside, it's Livingston. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
He's got 59 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Fires to the big fella.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The offense set for a first down play. The option look. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Brings up second down.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Running to the left. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. And that is what the great Tiger defensive lines have done. They do not let you run the football.
Nope. Big, physical, play with their hands, get off blocks, get in the backfield, and just make life hard. Again, you want to create balance on offense, but when Clemson's defensive line is eating up your O-line, you become very one-dimensional.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Back open in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Fourth down.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on fourth down.
Of course.
On first down, here comes this offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. Across the 25, he's got room. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
To the ground with the back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
What a great play by the defense. And a critical down late in the game. One possession behind. You needed to come up with that play now to hopefully force a punt and give your offense a chance to go win the game.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Complete out of the backfield. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Coming after him. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Across the 45. Oh, look out! And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Brown will throw it. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. They got the touchdown, but still a 2-point conversion short of tying it up late. Snap in the shotgun. He's got it. The 2-point try is good, and we are tied here in the 4th. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. A strike downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. After moving the sticks with the pass, here we are on 1st down. That's caught. It's Brown.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got it in the middle. It's Moore. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a 1st down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. Touchdown, Clemson. They move on top here in the 4th. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic, and this guy is having himself a day.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Trying to get to it. Catch in the middle. It's Kelly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They're bringing heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Well, no big surprise here in the fourth quarter. The defense expecting pass, and that's why they've got extra DBs on the field. It's almost like a prevent look. Everybody back there staring at the QB. Going to be hard to throw into that. Obviously, the ball falls incomplete.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. That's caught. It's Smith. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it.
Oh, and it's picked
Bro,
up.
what
Right
a
into
kid.
the teeth of double coverage.
Dog.
He was
Like,
thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give
This
his
game
offense an
fake.
opportunity at the 31. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. Runs through the tackle. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Finally run out of...
right.